Good morning, everyone. This is Clarissa Myers, better known as Recie by many of my friends.
And I'm Roland.
Roland, my partner. We've been married together. We've been married for 31 years. I'm from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, and we live here in the Richmond area. We both retired. Anyway, this whole week I've been reading and, listening to some podcasts by Les Brown, and he talked, the section I listened to was, your dream is possible. Your dream is possible, and it really is. You know, he says, and I believe this too, dreams, we are given dreams to give us purpose in our life. You know, because without having dreams, because it kind of like aspire you to do something, to be more, to do more. And there are some people who, for whatever reason, they don't want to do what it takes to reach for their dreams, you know, and they just are content with just doing the mundane, going to work, collecting a paycheck, maybe raising a family, you know, earning some money to pay bills, you know, and then they die. I believe there's more to life than that. Let's see, there's some people joining us this morning. Good morning, Cousin Jay. And let's see. Good morning, Sipo. Good morning, Yvette. Good morning. Like, we can wave to you all. And Abby, I was just going to say Abby. I'm not quite sure how you say your first name. Mugabe? I may have said it wrong, but good morning to you. Yes. So life has a special meaning for those of us who are running towards our dream. You know, we do realize that it's going to take work, and there will be disappointments, there may be failures, there may be pain, there may be setbacks, you know, defeats. There are challenges that will come our way. And in fact, most of us experience them. And some of us allow those challenges to cause us to give up, just throw our hands up. I give up. I'll just be content sitting in this box, living in this box. For me, that's not satisfactory for me. All right, so in the process though of pursuing our dreams or working towards it, many of us realize that we have power and greatness in us. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm exploring the greatness in me and trying to bring it out. You know, I'm just going to share a little bit of our story. You know, I've been a school teacher for like 35 years. And when I first started, I mean, I was following in the footsteps of my mom. And, you know, I was content in working with kids. I saw my mom as an administrator and some of the challenges that she dealt with working with adults, sometimes not necessarily doing what they supposed to do, and for some reason that kind of intimidated me, and I knew I didn't want to work with adults. So I've always worked with children, and I loved it. I love looking at their faces when you're telling them a story and they're sitting at the edge of the seats and you see the expression on their faces. I love writing stories. You know, I developed some confidence about myself in terms of my writing in college, because one of my professors, he would often select some of the best writings, and he would read them and tell why they were good. And so that did a lot to build my confidence in terms of writing. Good morning. Look who's there, Roland. Good morning, Chris.
Sure.
All right. Do me a favor. Tell me where you're tuning in from. We love to be able to greet you properly. Yes. Good morning, Chriselle Myers. Tell them who that is.
Yeah, that's our lovely daughter.
Yeah, that's our number one. Anyway, so for me, I was content with working with children. Opportunities came by for me to be able to advance and go into administration, but that did not really speak to me at the time. And I just kind of shied away from that. Anyway, 2016 was a year that I don't ever want to relive, but it was a year that brought things home for me, because then I had to make some choices. Roland had 2 strokes that year. He had his first stroke in June, and then we thought he can go back to work, to school, to teach, because he's also a school teacher. And in November, he had the second stroke. And so while I was out on family medical leave with him, and I was thinking, okay, you know what, for him to go back, 3 strikes, you're out. I did not want him going back into the classroom with the workload, lesson plans that would take us hours and hours. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to do what I enjoy doing. And it's always been a goal of mine, but the life of a teacher, raising a family, we had to try to play team tag to be able to go to conferences, and it was challenging. So I wrote my first book, and just before retiring, I shared it with my children, my students in my classroom. And one of my students, he sent a message to me. He said, "Miss Myers, I've been looking in Barnes & Noble. I'm looking everywhere. I'm trying to buy the book." And so I had the book written, but I didn't go through the next step, sending it to the publishing company, and so it hasn't been released yet, but it's being published, and that was the little needle, I guess, to prick me to say, go on and just do it. So dreams do come true, because now that's the first in a series of books that I'm going to be writing, and I'll tell you the title is Ian and Igor, Inquisitive Island Iguanas. And see, I'm from the Virgin Islands, and so the setting is in the Virgin Islands. Yeah, so your dreams can come true. Yes, there will be difficult times, but you have to know your why. Why are you doing this? Now, Roland and I, we refuse to be placed in a box. When you're retired, okay, this is the income that you're going to make. But there are so many dreams and goals and unrealized dreams that we have not accomplished. And for me, he needed me more than my students needed me. And so I had been given that choice. My administrator said, well, either you're here at school, when you're here, I need you here. How do you turn your brain off? How do you turn off the knob? You're in school, you cannot think about your family, you cannot think of... I didn't like having to make that choice. And so I chose to be with him and support him in his recovery. So, so we are blessed. We have to realize that we are blessed. If we have dreams and you're working towards your dreams, it is our responsibility to manifest those dreams. Don't let them just die. Les Brown said something, and I wanted to share that with you. I wrote it down. He said, it's kind of almost like a poem. And it goes like this. It's not over until I win. It's possible I can live my dream. It's necessary that I work on myself, surround myself with winners, be more creative. It's me. I've got to make it happen. It's not over until I win. Now, as I was thinking about my book, and it's like, wait a minute, I'm going to have to speak to people. And that's when I realized that I was camera shy. I didn't like being in front of the camera. I wasn't comfortable with myself. And I said, okay, you know what? I need to work on me. And so I set out on that goal. I saw a video challenge, Facebook challenge, 21-day video challenge. And I said, okay, this is something that I need. And the challenge was to do a video every day for 21 days. And so I didn't look at all the topics, because the topics were already assigned, but I didn't look at them because that might have discouraged me. But I did it. And so, to overcome a challenge in your life, it takes work. It takes dedication. And you have to think of your why. Why are you doing this? Because as the difficult days come and you're tempted to give up, your why is what's going to pull you through and keep you going.
I want to interject too. We're talking about dreams, not wishful thinking, and that's a difference. Wishful thinking, you have no idea how you're going to accomplish your dream. It's like you're daydreaming. But the dreams that we're talking about, there are, ways and methods and a path that you can follow to obtain that dream. So it's not just wishful thinking.
Right, because success leaves clues. And so if you study those who have gone before you, who have been successful or brought the success out of them, you can do it too.
Yeah.
And so it just takes a determined mind. Have your why. And I love what he does. He gives us an assignment. He says, write down 5 reasons why you won't give up.
I like what Tina said.
Oh, okay.
Dreams without action are wishes.
I love that, Tina.
Yeah, I like
yes. And yes, success leaves clues. He says, write down 5 reasons why you won't give up. What will make you unstoppable and an uncommon person. The common person will just let their dreams die and just bury them. Wishful thinking, just be wishing. So that's what we have for you. Oh, the last thought I want to say, no matter how bad things get, no matter how hard it is, but you have to say within yourself, I am the one to make it happen. All right? So that's what we have for you today. There's several people who came on, and I kind of missed it. Good morning, Tyra. Good morning. Let's see. There's some others. Good morning. I can wave to you, Tina. We thank you for joining us this morning. Did I miss anyone?
Looks like you got them all.
If you're catching the replay, type hashtag replay. Remember to tell me where you're tuning in from, and share this out because I think it's a good way to help us all realize the greatness that's within us. We have to be dedicated and determined to keep pursuing those dreams with action, taking action steps. Did I miss anything?
Nope, just stop wishful thinking and turn it into reality.
That's right.
That's what we're doing.
Somewhere in the description, I do have a link for storytelling training that you can use to help you tell your story. My story is kind of long, and I have to okay, I'm going to take this little segment right here. Anyway, again, we thank you for joining us. Remember to share this out and make today productive. And don't let your dreams die. You can live your dreams.
Amen.
All right. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow, Friday. Bye now.